back, man. You know what's up. You know what time it is. Been editing some videos, making some shorts, but we back with the live. Let's get live, baby.
Percent of that could possibly happen. Like I was saying
And yeah, I listen to Asmongold. He's one of my favorite YouTubers or content creators. Asmongold, The Critical Drinker, Tyrone Magnus, anime analyst, even though he's kind of like, he doesn't focus so much on his content, it's quality, but anime analyst, Naruto Explained, Anime Balls Deep, Kashikage, Six Path Danga. I mean, there's those there. Some of those are new, but you know, I listen to a lot of the greats and some of the elites up and coming. But bro, Asmongold, bro, he's too lit. He covers all things too, gaming, shit, whatever is going crazy in pop culture. Here, look, give you a little something.
Yes. Will be met with police resistance what was witnessed tonight. If Iran retaliates against the U.S., what will the United States respond to?
So you can't even destroy Israel. You're like pretty dumb. You're so dumb.
Well, Chris, that's ultimately going to be the president's decision. But what he said to the Iranians is we do not want to
legit anti-Semitic. There's a lot of people who are caught in the idea that support against Iran is support against Israel. But Iran is an independent existential threat that even if Israel didn't exist, would still need to be dealt with the same way.
war. We actually want peace. But we want
Yeah, that shit getting crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still an avid Trump supporter, but I think he kind of dropped the ball getting in bed with the Lion of Judah. You shouldn't get in bed with the great deceivers. There, man, those people over there, boy, with that white and blue flag with that star on it, man. I'm telling you, them people. There's a lot of hatred in those people's heart. I don't know. It's a lot of love too. Everybody got love, but boy, the hatred them people got in their heart for other cultures and other families. Like that whole Iranian shit, bro. Is them people the same people? but like there's a split in their family tree somewhere, and it's like, oh, well, if you're not gonna abide by the whatever this way is, y'all gotta die type. But they all know the J word. So it's like, damn, how y'all killing y'all own people? Them people the exact same race, ethnic background as y'all. What? Yeah, it's some freaking horrible. You know, I leave it to Asmon Gold to give me the point of view. You get me? That's the baby goes crazy in the background. My apologies. He is You got company, Olivia. But don't hold back. I still want you to go crazy. All right, good. Yeah, see his answer at this. It's like what an honest man would say, I think. Oh, you can't kill slavery.
I gathered some materials too. This will feel rich.
That is that this may be
This is a
something
trove
that
of new data.
Iranians have a choice. They can go down the path of peace, or they can go down the path of this ridiculous brinksmanship, of funding terrorism, of trying to build a nuclear weapon, and that's just not something the United States can accept. I would say something question just to the Iranian leadership. Look, they have tried to build a nuclear weapons program. That program is now destroyed. They tried to build it.
And what I think, honestly, I don't think they're really like blowing up like nuclear facilities. I think the government under the rule of the church in Israel and the Smithsonian, what they do with artifacts and stuff. I think whenever like rogue nations dig in the ground and find like technology and ancient history and shit, and if you're not part of the big web of countries that are keeping all the truth under wraps, I think that's what happened. Like, oh, you're digging obviously because all those people kind of look alike, even though they all fight and act like, oh, we don't like Israel and we don't like Iran. Nigga, if you put two of them motherfuckers next to each other, you wouldn't be able to tell who was who. So basically, you're infiltrated. Every government, every world, every nation, every group, even no matter how remote or extremist they are, bro, they're connected. Somebody in your group is working with the governments, with Israel, with the church, with the Vatican, with the Smithsonian, with the media, the military industrial complex. Somebody working with them, and they've been keeping spies and tabs on everything for so much longer than what people think. The fact that you think about spies and you think that something like that is so common, hell no. That shit go back eons. Like, yo, I'm talking about pre-flood. Sumerian tablets, Anunnaki type shit. They've been had spies since the dinosaurs was here. So for people to not realize that, that's why that kind of understanding, that kind of work or whatever you want to call it, it works so well because it's like people don't believe it. Like people don't believe there's an organization breeding, raising, and it's all about spies and control and information and getting all the intel and just putting spies in the world all over to gather intel. Like people don't believe that shit, but it's true.
We have received indirect messages from the Iranians.
And I feel like if you happen to be in a place that ain't really been excavated, it ain't too popular with like culture and like pyramids and ancient cities, it's like, but you accidentally stumble upon an ancient city and what you find in there is like groundbreaking and would like change history and rewrite history. Like it's already somebody in your circle that work for like the same people that's gonna lie and cover it up and come kill you and your whole regime to cover that up and hide the fact that y'all found some ancient artifacts or something. It's somebody already in your circle working for them. So once you get to digging in the ground, you trying to build a secret base, but you secretly stumble upon something like some ancient pyramid with like all the artifacts and hieroglyphs intact. Before you know it, motherfucker, the UN gonna be waging war against you. And what we gonna hear is like, oh, nuclear bombs and that. Nah, but the truth of the matter is, you just found some ancient shit that's gonna rewrite history and prove that like somebody been lying, the government or whatever, Smithsonian, the Vatican, and they gonna go to war with your whole country and not even let, we won't even know why, y'all. Like they blowing up underground bases and like, nah, ain't nothing underground but ancient civilizations that got buried in the flood. So when them people digging underground, they like hollowing out, cleaning up ancient pyramids and shit they finding and like researching and shit. And if you ain't part of the main government body that be controlling everything and keeping all of us in the dark, you find some ancient pyramid and get to telling people and shit, yeah, nigga, they gon' surround your whole nation and like block the media out and talk about how you're a terrorist cell and all this, and the whole time you just found some ancient shit that they lying about, but you gonna tell the truth about it. And them people will do anything to like keep their power over religion, whatever we understand about reality, to the point where you'll be like, damn, we just found dinosaur bones and y'all niggas finna go to war with us and tell the whole world that we're harboring terrorists, but all we did was found like a pyramid. It's like, yeah, cause it's hiding all that shit from the people, making up lies about inner earth and hollow earth and all this shit. Like, boy, if the world gets flooded and the castle get buried under the ground in mud and fucking turn into stone, and then 1,000 years later they find it, nigga, that ain't hollow earth. Nigga, that's the old world is up under there, motherfucker. Flood. Finding fucking big ass, like fossilized buildings, walking through hallways, seeing hieroglyphs on the wall and thinking they inside a cave, not knowing this mountain they in with a big ass castle, and it just looked like a mountain because all that shit that fucking got was compressed on top of it when the world flooded. Seeing some of the pictures kind of showing through the rocks and the fucking compressed minerals on the wall, and you thinking it's like, oh, cave writing. Hell no, nigga, this was a grand mausoleum. And you fucking seeing some like Mozart shit on the wall and you thinking it's hieroglyph. Not knowing this building just fucking got covered up and then buried.
Yes.
Good to have you.
Have another hunt with no surprises today.
At all. Because there's no way for you to limit that
We receive
situation.
supply items. Don't let them go to waste.
They take advantage of it. That's the issue, right? Wait, what do you mean about the board? Well, if somebody is acting in a way that is disingenuous, somebody is lying, if somebody is misrepresenting things, if anything like that. For example, you're going to buy or sell something, and you say, show up alone, and then they show up with three friends. Well, that's immediately, it's all about the skill, because then you walk away into the appropriate team. It's very simple. You're willing to not completely work inside of the contract. So once the trust is operate off of there, and the moment that you get to like yeah, there's always this is what there's two if this is don't always right? You can if you're not
I got it!
Oh my God. I had some boy. The baby's whole crib was fucking just destroyed with poop. I had to take a bath real quick. Left you guys hanging. I popped some, I got the friendship on and I popped some might seed, the hard shell seed, popped some demon powder, you know, try to help out a little bit. Good trap. Got trapped already. I said, hey.
I was okay with us bombing the nuclear facilities. I was not okay with us putting ourselves in a launch site. I don't think that it really serves you in this case to do that. And I think that again,
Oh, nice.
More supplies have been activated.
They turning that shit into content like crazy, which is gonna make even more extremist groups. That's crazy. But shit, I love watching.
14 bombs? No, but no, I understand there's the 14 bombs. 12 of them were used on this site, 2 of them were used on another site. So only 12 were used here. There are 14 total, but only 12 were used. That's why you see 6 holes.
Let's inquest now. Are you prepared?
The idea here was right after 15 bombs, and we use it with multiple bombs because it goes down deep enough to eliminate the possibility of and we'll see if it's got it like that. Oh, it's not. We've got some real good kind of combination, underlying U.S.
I'm surprised that Trump, as the content president, didn't have a camera there to record him. Like the fact that like he didn't have a president there to watch this shit happen. Like, yeah, there's not one on sleeper.
Yeah, that shit classified. They're not gonna let you sit damn whining. That shit really be classified on the elite military and politicians there to watch that thing.
Don't we at least get to watch the video?
At the Zoom and satellites, and I'm here with some gifts from friendship bracelets and night seeds and adamants and demon powder and hard shell powder. Feast, hunters. This.
But each one of these areas really is very true that every single one of our troops is definitely within range. So that doesn't mean that they can't defend themselves. They will be able to defend themselves if the sacrifices are taken. And there's also the other component to this is that I don't think that Saudi Arabia and Qatar necessarily want to line up the U.S. embassy there or the U.S. military. Because perspective, we want to so I don't have anybody bring this up. I don't think anybody brought this up at all. But like, there's a massive diplomatic problem where Iran starts discriminately shooting missiles into these other countries and being like, oh, well, we're just trying to hit the American base. I don't think these other countries would just be like, oh, okay, understand that we get that. That nobody said that. When I said that super cells for the U.S. Security Institution State of the Morning, I more justification. Wow.
I mean, I love Asmund Gold, but he is kind of biased. Like, he's obviously of Jewish descent. But hey, I still love the brother. Gotta go.
Thank you so much for breaking this out.
That shit's crazy, man. Motherfuckers don't even know why they hate each other. Motherfuckers is really cousins, but because one group is going with the plan to take over the earth, and the other group is trying to staying neutral. They trying to like, well, fuck y'all then. Well, y'all not gonna help us eradicate the Negroes, then to hell with you.
The funny thing is that we might actually be right. They might be saving it for a recruitment video. To release it as like a big trailer or something.
AG crazy. Yeah, we know. And it's crazy because it's like your spies are in their country, in Iran. Don't do nothing. Let them build the bombs and then ride on them so y'all can blow them up. Who to say your spies didn't even incite them to make the nukes on purpose? Right? We know how deception, right? Motherfucker in your country telling you, man, you should just do it. If I was you, I'd do it. And then when you do it, now the whole world against you. Now the person that told you to do it acting like he didn't tell you to do it. Now America going to war with you because of what a spy in your country told you to do. Boy, that's pretty crazy. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Carolina. Oh, I see you with the great sword, brother. Great sword, brother. We're twins. The Mayan hero twin said to come return and give America back to the mother. Watch this. The tiger uppercut. Till we cap, or it's a wrap. Lightning blade, twin lightning shiver. Yeah, double agent. He didn't change. That's espionage. Called sabotage. That's what America does. That's how they infiltrated America in the first place. They sent motherfucking, like, you know, people to come befriend them and join and, like, pretended even to argue against the Europeans and you know, in favor of the indigenous people in their ways. But it was all a fucking plot. Learned the ways, learned how they rules are. Oh, so if you just marry one of their women, you get into the family. What? Started, you know, raping, you know, the indigenous women, mixing blood. Now they created a mixed race of European Jews and indigenous with a little indigenous blood, and they're called natives, and they get money because they're holding that position for the European, so that the real indigenous people never get nothing, while that the half-breed bastards are like literally natives getting paid. Got land from the government, the same government that took everything from the real people. But, you know, there's a lot of so-called indigenous children that got bred into the European. So now you got these Spaniards and fucking English people claiming to be native, but it's because they got some of the blood. But they're using that blood to fucking destroy their own homeland that they should be defending because they're like Europeanized, but they don't know that it was all a ploy and they're being used by their own kind of headquarters, their own people to destroy another group of people that they're also a part of. I mean, y'all would have to have watched John Carter to know what I'm talking about. How the villain in John Carter promised to leave that other cult, you know, that other civilization. I'll leave you alone if your daughter marry me. And the marriage should have created peace, but he married the girl and was going to kill off the other family anyway and just exterminate them. And that ain't like a fucking coincidence story choice for a movie. Nah, that story is told a lot throughout all of culture and media because that shit really happened and it's been happening. Where the Lion of Judah, the Vatican people send like they little mercenary group out to overthrow other people's land. And then they become the victims, and then the people they overthrew is the evil people. Like, how y'all overthrow their country, control media, entertainment, hip hop, and now them people on their own land are being looked at as like, oppressive. They're oppressing the nice people here. No, the nice people here are the evil people that came and took over. And you don't know that they're using social media, the power that they have, to make these people look bad. But these are them people's land. They making them people look bad on their own land while taking them people's land. And you don't see the okie doke. But, you know, the Lucifer, the fallen angels, that's what they, you know, in the religious faction lore, the fallen angels, you know, say just for example, just say the evil angels, the one that rebelled, they came to earth and created families of humanity. And supposedly all the families got wiped off, you know, the Nephilim bloodline, the line of the fallen ones and the humans. So one supposedly survived in theory. And that family was those people waging war against humanity because they can't wage war against the heaven. Like, imagine being born and you're so proud and you're, man, you just love your life, and then you find out the truth that, like, you're an experiment, that you're not a real person, you're a fucking android or some shit like that. Wouldn't that shit break your heart? In all the movies, when that shit happened, don't the androids always want to get revenge against humanity, want to kill off humans because they're fake? They want to kill the real humans, and so nobody could be fake. How could they be fake if the real humans is gone? And they're telling a new history to all the artificial people that they like took the world for, you know? Like, I kind of always thought that, like, how humans, we always talking about aliens and all that, and then we don't know who made the pyramids and all that. I think we the aliens. I think humans are the aliens that came to this planet or this world and took it from whoever or whatever was here first. And then we've been here so long, we then forgot we the motherfucker aliens that took this bitch. We in awe and wondering about aliens and wondering what's out there. Oh, look at the stars, nigga, you was out there. We the ones came. That's what I think. Humans came here from another place. and like took it, but then we didn't damn near forgot.
Is that thing?
Shit, we think we the people of this planet,
I was still
but
hoping.
we wasn't the people. We took it from some other people.
But no.
And this shit was going crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
White Wraith. It's real.
I'm not gonna hold you. You see the get low, ain't you? Slide off.
Get more views than you offer in the video. We're getting a lot of views in this country. I mean, people don't like injustice. We all see it. We know. Right? This debate culminated when XTC, one of the prime suspects, called into my show to debate. This was the show that I was privileged. So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP and copyright? Or like not that it's illegal, does that matter? It's just that it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
It's okay.
Well, it's flat out doesn't, because
Is that what we're after?
The White Wraith.
What is he doing? How did I miss this? I never watched this.
Well, there's nothing for us here. Let's head back to base camp.
Wait,
ultimate debate right.
Could you give me some time to investigate what it was doing here?
Does it change that a judge is going to see this footage? I feel like the change is actually pretty high.
With the worm.
Nice.
He is not the
That's not even the worst.
Yeah. He's not a malicious. But the one that answers this these are probably not good. Now, ironically, after this debate, in the wake of this large conversation, problem seems to have a back and forth. You have people like Sean Piper paving the way for you with what's known as hysteria. When Sean gets up, he goes back.
Dang, hold up, bro. Can I get a fruit roll up in there?
I mean, it should. Like, I understand if the opposite
Oh, fruit roll.
like that's alright, right? But like, it's a dog. Behind the video, I don't know if that's really stuff that I do.
Like you eat, talk to his mom, do whatever. Disappears for an extended period of time. Who's the idiot? Who's scared?
yes.
He lost in 3 hits. Not even the protagonist of the story with all the plot armor in the world. Boris Uzumaki, he'll last more than a few seconds against Jura after realized Boris will cut off his leg, but as Boris will go to win, as he was knocked unconscious. Why, oh why, was Boris looking so calm? Why is Kawaki suddenly on the battlefield extremely confident? It's Jura, someone who's so fascinated by strength, and why is Jura someone who is associated with all kinds of knowledge and infodynamics? Why is he now caught up normally to the Kawaki? It's because somebody set a trap, and that bait wasn't power. Instead, it was curiosity. Join me in today's newest commercial training video where we're going to be breaking down how boards taking the information that's not supposed to be told about Jura may have found Jura's only real weakness and why that is going to be the key in taking down the strongest villain in the story. And it won't be something that's not just brute strength, but instead going to be understanding his mind. Also, if you haven't seen the chapter with you already, the chapter that you did that understand how that means the system of security is incredible for anybody. Yeah, we got that couple of replace so I do think we are going to your patient. Well, getting right into it, zero power in the pattern. But So Kira isn't the flesh, he's in it. He mainly flesh. He's a 3D clone created with the purpose of relevance. And it isn't just through combat, and it isn't just through instincts instead. Despite its overwhelming power, Kira never falls to its sin. And yet, despite all of this, one thing that Kira is the strongest life. He is the permanent shield. Not just the blood, not even if the doors are in the ground, just look at it, you're in the small man. You tell me, there's no that our person is either two, not good, or live. The day that doors are behind the way, is seven to you. And that way, undefeated is not. Zero wasn't some bloodthirsty monster, even though he is a thinker. He's also not a cold practitioner of composure. Even though Jura is smart, even though Jura has shown the capability to think things out, he's not a tactician. Instead, he's something entirely different. In so many ways, we could argue Jura is just a serious child in the body of a god when you think about it. And that's where you see a lot of those and code tendencies coming out of him. Was controlling the body of Tegan. He could have ended Naruto and Sasuke very quickly, and yet he played around with it. By his own words, it's a bad habit he plays around. And he got revived. He played around with Naruto and Sasuke because he knew how long he was controlling the Naruto was there in that dimension. Naruto and Sasuke stood no chance, and that inevitably led to Baron mode. And he got caught with this man down. Oh, another person. Like to play around, and the people who are weaker than. So, in more than one instance, has ended up getting tagged by people who are weaker than him, whereas if he'd have been serious from the very beginning, those things never would have happened. You're in so many ways as an imperative, the worst trait of both code and species. And that is something I believe Boruto's already clocked on. To understand this, we have to look at Akiko's warning and also Boruto's plan. So this is where Boruto's genius does kick in. He's no longer just a fighter. He's also a tactician, a thinker, and more importantly, he's someone who remembers the future. Yes, remembers the future. When Kashin Koji's 10-direction Shinji was used, and he told Boruto all these different things, all these possible paths, all these warnings about how strong Zura was, all these warnings that if he faced Zura before a set moment in time.
Let's be on our way.
Yeah, Boruto heard a lot about Zura, just as a psychiatrist is trying to come up with a profile of a particular serial killer. Boruto in so many ways has already completed a profile on Zura in that same manner. That isn't just divine fortune. It's also a attention. Something that Akikoji truly has discovered. Zura is necessarily that interesting in the book, those who have focused on that. Because this is what you see thousands of times. The rest of the knowledge happens. One question is that the world focus on something really focused on. Also, with a law, with just a law, the key behind it, the secret of Zura. What the secret of Zura is that he interested in everything. He did it within the wall. He could have finished up quite sooner. He didn't. He did it with boys. He's probably going to do it with Kawa. He's probably going to do it with boys and Kawa. Alpha. And that could be the thing that makes his downfall. What Akiko's gave boys that isn't just incest. He indirectly gave him a character analysis of Zura by telling him all these different things about him. Koji, in so many ways, indirectly planted that idea that Zura's flaws and strength, but instead he just desired to perform. He didn't realize that by telling Zura all this stuff about Zura, and Boruto was able to view it that way, and that also fit what Kishimoto told us about Boruto in 2015, and he said it again and doubled down on it in 2017, which is that Boruto is that character who likes to figure out the cheat codes. He doesn't seek them out, but he finds all the shortcuts. Instead of saying 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4, Boruto goes 2 plus 1 equals 4. He just adds everything up and just gets to the end result. And so, with this in mind, Boruto's basically begun his move. step one, it was to let Jura win. Not necessarily win the fight. Boruto was trying. Let's make this clear. Boruto was trying. Kawaki in the first fight, he was trying. It was understanding on Boruto's part that they could not win as individuals. This was part of that setup to let Jura drop his guard. Boruto understood the only way to take down Jura for good is to make him believe that he was much. The first encounter against Kawaki was again understanding that a Jura could capture Kawaki, but he probably isn't going to capture him because Kawaki was weak enough that by Jura's own words, he said, I can capture that guy anytime I want to. Boruto survived getting a fatal shot from Jura, and he managed to survive the second guy. And falling in that battle against Jura, getting knocked unconscious, Boruto took the gamble that Kawaki would show up in that gamble if it was paid off. Boruto, by getting knocked unconscious, he looked like an insect not worth getting squashed. And because Boruto was trying to defeat Jura, and he failed to do so, Jura's guard dropped because of his own arrogance. In his mind, Boruto was amusing. He wasn't a threat. He was not urgent. That's why he took his time flying into the air, doing a whole typical shonen villain monologue, preparing to shoot a Bijudama instead of just shooting it. And that's when Kawaki arrived, not as a distraction, but instead as the next phase of his much plan. Kawaki's role in his power boost is next one to look at because Kawaki's now limited. With Amado finally removing his restrictions, he has full access to restrictions full of power, as well as other scientific advancements and particular sea on there. So Kawaki himself is looking at everything. If you get on because the mind so much. Even using Trump, even though, again, I think the because Kawaki is stronger now, it's better as a factor, it's better matchup. Ultimately, he's not going to be able to be good, but this is all meant to buy Boruto's time. Assuming that Resonance is a key, which I'll touch on later in another video, but assuming that Resonance is a key that keeps Momoshiki from taking over Boruto's body, because as Boruto said, in chapter 13, just cutting on all methods that help for Momoshiki to hijack me. Assuming that the Resonance is able to keep Momoshiki from doing so, and assuming Boruto has time to charge up a fully powered Kuzuhiko, that spiraling storm of planetary chakra that could be a jutsu that Boruto is able to charge up to full power. That's evidence recording we can see it. We got close when he used it against Midori, but even then, it's not full power like it works. That could be what Boruto's banking on. Kawaki is strong enough now to exploit Jura's curiosity. It's too weak. Think about it. If Jura was his sole ruthless killer, he finished every opponent in an instant, but he doesn't do it. He has questions. He watches. He plays. In so many ways, Jura is himself in Dragon Ball. Something that Ishimoto is a huge fan of. Cell could have destroyed Goku and Gohan as a character. He played around with it. He could have destroyed the Earth multiple times. He could have destroyed the solar system. But it's that urge to test himself that made him stronger than control matter. Jura has that same weakness. It's just great in doing it. Because he did not master Kawaki's Akikono. Kawaki has a link in his full power. Because Jura did not feel bored and wanted to a very different power. Because he felt
its crystals are regenerating. We need to attack them before that happens. Leaking energy. Now's our chance. Spirits are in the area. Not good.
While it seemed like a model was given throughout the entire game of trauma, agree with the good blocker coming on. He knew his powerlessness was irritating. He wanted to be able to protect Melody. So he knew Milwaukee was under some more power. He needed to motivate Milwaukee to run himself. And that's exactly what happened. So he push for Milwaukee to overcome power. But the root of that power overtaking was just resides in the power. Milwaukee is now the first person to do a touchdown. But this time, the power required is unlike anything we've ever seen. You can't do it with Indy, Naruto, or even code the same way you did before. This time with Milwaukee already coming to the
Yeah.
give us straight to a model to get
Of course. Come
so
back
if
anytime.
anything was capable of making things out, it was him. Like I said before, they both had advantages over each other. But Milwaukee's resolve was much stronger than ours. This is one of the reasons why these matches were Milwaukee first. I mean, it does make sense. The model already stated that he didn't want to bring his brother back into a world that was going to change. And plus, Milwaukee would die anyway with his help. So it makes sense that he would Milwaukee a chance at seeing your daughter, and you guys really happy together in your life. Also told Milwaukee that he was limited to his offensive abilities, but his defense and regenerative abilities are beyond max level. Meaning, because his offense was limited, this allowed him to put more into his defense. One went on to say that his defense was beyond max, thus giving him greater and more levels of defense and creation power. And Milwaukee is saying, you know what? Basically flip all those stats to offense. So basically, all that near can go to level of defense is directed to offense, taking its offensive capabilities to an entirely different level. But now, if you're still somehow more powerful than Milwaukee, he will die. He doesn't have the necessary defense anymore. Meaning defeating that Oracle just killed. If that same being was directed to Milwaukee, it wouldn't be strictly the same guy. Think of it like before he got his limited release, Milwaukee's offense was weaker than Jason Gordon. It was probably weaker than both of them. But his weird and both of them combined. But now it's completely flipped. His defense is what's limited right now, with his offense being beyond max capability. So let's say instead of his offense, his defense is worse than Code and much worse than Base Oracle's offensive ability. Now compare Zero to the likes of Code. The difference is night and day, right? So essentially, if Oracle is not considerably stronger than Zero, he should be knocked unconscious or die in a couple of full power blows. So that's the drawback of having that much power. You literally cannot get hit or you can go. But in return, main power that can match I believe right now we don't have the power to force the I would say and that's definitely making a peace. But I think the only the power to see that that you that fought Naruto. Look at how many leaders in this game. That's the first block this force is really I think that is all good. Yeah. I have to so that's effectively this is something that's where I think we have to get clear that's what I feel like people can do. So this could be one of those things where doing something so for what it's going instead of spending on person you can do what you're going to do or you open it into this door I think that's what you get set up how to feel good. Everything is really and one of the things before I go, just to clear up, so they have to say that the initial thing is more powerful. This is a point that another country do is just say that they can explain what you are. So I don't know that that's
Time to go.
Right.
Good to have you. Thanks. That helped. I found it.
moderate solution. We either destroy the veil or find a way to target its body. Keep your eyes peeled.
We'll drive it off.
Yes. Okay, let's be on our way. I'll sit tight here.
It's crazy. 100. I don't know what game it is I did, but I'm gonna see it through, baby. One.
Yeah. Can't move! Let's have another hunt with no surprises today. I heard from the others. Can't move! Make room for me too!
Yeah, man. You see it. We still grinding. 72. What's that? 38 to go, man. 100 monsters, 100 slaves, 100 tanks. Appreciate you guys tuning in, watching your boy. It's Dre. Until next time, I'm out.